So last night I had a dream that I started working at a family-owned abortion clinic. It was kind of strange, the details are a little fuzzy, but basically it was a mom and dad and then their two sons that worked at the clinic. The dad was the primary abortionist, and then the mom did the books and all of those types of things. And then I had more conversation with one of the sons who said that his dad said in order for him to be a part of the clinic, he had to perform at least one abortion so that he knew what it was that his dad was doing. And as I was talking to the son about this, he was saying how it was kind of one of the more terrible things that he felt like he ever had to do because, I don't know if you've ever seen the clamps that they use. Sorry, I'll add a trigger warning at the beginning. But the clamps that they use when they do an abortion, they're kind of like teeth, and they're like really, really sharp tongs almost, and they pull the arms and the legs off, right? So he was like looking for the things and trying to pull the limbs off, and he was just saying how difficult it was for him to do that, but he wanted to like honor his dad, and he wanted to be a part of the family business. And we basically got into these conversations because I was questioning whether or not I wanted to keep working there, because I initially, like, the reason I was there was because I wanted to be able to offer compassion to people who were seeking this to help see where they were coming from and all of that kind of stuff, right? The kind of stuff I'm trying to do right now. But ultimately, the dad would get really, really mad. And so we would have to run. And I'd run to the basement and he'd get angry. He's like, who is this going in my basement looking through my stuff? And for whatever reason, I felt like he was like hiding little like aborted fetuses or whatever down in his basement. He was scared I was going to come across them. Probably the scariest part of the dream for me was when I was talking to the mom about wanting to leave the facility. She kind of like came over, she was like overcome, I don't know if it was with possession or what, but she basically like spread her body out, like totally, like her arms were outstretched totally on top of my body, and she was like, oh gosh, what did she say? I don't even remember it, but it was like, there are so many dead babies and something like, but it was in a very raspy, like scary voice, and it was clearly not hers. And I don't even know, but right, I remember her saying, there are just so many dead babies, something about like, she just had to keep going, or like that was what I was signing up for by working there, or whatever it was. And I remember one of my sole purposes or like goals, the reason that I stayed there was because I wanted to have influence into the son that maybe they could start offering ultrasounds to women, because like Planned Parenthood doesn't offer ultrasounds to women before they get the abortion. They only offer an ultrasound if you're going to get an abortion. And so like I wanted to talk him into talking his dad into offering ultrasounds apart from an abortion, just so that women could see their child, their baby, their fetus, whatever, on the screen before making that type of decision of what they might want.